All right, everyone. Day two. Day two. What's happened so far? What else has happened? I guess that's it. Still don't know if there's a rent freeze. Still waiting. Oh, just realized I'm in the middle of my frickin'... There's like grants and stuff going around for like people in restaurants, bartending, things like that, for like emergency services like that. I heard from a lot of friends at the unemployment office, their website has like crashed a million times. People trying to upload and get emergency services for the foreseeable future. Thankfully, I did mine like literally right away, which is so crazy. Like, I've never had to file for unemployment. I've never had to worry about paying for things. But if the world shut down for like a month, I mean, not a lot of people have a savings nowadays, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people work month to month. And I'm thankful to have a little savings, but I mean, if you have to pay rent at the end of this whole thing and you haven't been working...
That's sketch. That's scary.
It's St. Patrick's Day. Check out my shamrocks. Now buy me a beer.
Guessing it's not gonna work.
I apologize to my family, my agents, my manager, if you're going to see this. But business before pleasure. But now that my business is done for the day, and before I have some people come over, I know social gatherings, but I think one of my friends and his girlfriend are going to come over. I mean, it's St. Patrick's Day. You have to celebrate. What else are we going to do? And I know like everyone's like, no contact, don't touch other people. I found this. I couldn't find hand sanitizer anywhere. Nowhere. My dad's a crazy conspiracy theorist like I am. Maybe not a conspiracy theorist.
No, yeah, I would go with that.
He's not as crazy as I am. Anyways, he made it a very, very known fact that you should always have a like emergency kit, backpack, tote, whatever, in case of emergency. He's been telling me shit's gonna hit the fan for years. Like literally since like 2012. Basically since the whole Mayan calendar thing, that was his like reading material. He would literally sit in the bathroom for like hours. And we're like, Dad, what are you doing in there? And he'd just be reading, sitting on the toilet, not taking a shit. I mean, probably like intermittent shits. I don't know how that works. But he'd literally sit on the toilet and just read these books about the Mayan theory and the calendar when the world was supposed to end. So basically that kind of jump-started it for him. And since then he always told me to have a pack or like an emergency whatever. So I did. When I moved out to California, I did. And the first year I lived out here were the fires. And literally I remember telling my mom, I was like, Mom, there was ash. I remember ash falling on my doorstep in Santa Clarita my first year living in LA. And I was like, Mom, there's literally like ash falling on my front door. What if I have to evacuate? What if I have to literally leave all of my stuff here? And she's like, get a tote together. So long story short, I never had to evacuate. Or maybe I did and I just never did. But the fires never got to my house. But after that, I was like, all right, Dad, I buy it. So I went around and bought like little mini hand sanitizers.
Soaps, extra paper towels, toilet paper, antibacterial cream, toothbrush, toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, mouthwash, bandages, batteries, candles, matches.
Literally, I have all of that stuff in there. I shouldn't say that too loud, I feel like.
I don't have anything. You don't want to come in here.
Just kidding. Not even going to put that out into the world because we're all going to stick together and we're not going to start fighting each other.
Anyway.
So I found this in my tote. So thanks, Dad, for being crazy. You passed it down, but more prepared than maybe some people. In the world today, there's not much. I mean, there's lots that has changed, but I don't think too much has changed in California. We haven't done the order like San Fran, but I see it coming shortly. My conspiracy hairs are starting to stand up, and I'm hoping it's just like me being crazy, because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, either way, our economy's I don't like when text messages make me feel some type of way. I'll respond to that later. Los Angeles, I saw something about how to keep gatherings to 10 people or less. It's just crazy, man. I don't know where to look. I'm so sorry. It's just crazy. It's real crazy what's going on right now. Oh yeah, as I was saying, because either way, we're gonna have a lot to come back from. Because the entire economy is like gonna hurt. I think you feel this basically in every industry because it's all kind of linked together.
You know, economics.
So it's either going to end up being one or the other type of crazy. Either it's going to be a craziness that we're all broke and having to rebuild from like a depression basically, or, and I hate to say it, or it goes like the martial law route. I mean, they already have us confined. Wouldn't be too hard to just set out some cruisers and shut down streets, round up people. With those words, I didn't mean to get one this big. Vons tricked me. It said $10.99 in big letters, and I was like, that is way too good of a deal. Like, I have to. It's in plastic, so it should be fine. You know what I mean? It was $10.99 off. It was a $25 bottle. So it was only like 14 something, which is fine.
It's not a big deal.
But now I have this big bottle of tequila. And I have this bow tie. And I have shamrocks on my boobs. I feel it's only right to say, Happy St. Patty's Day, world. And friends, no to my family and my agents and my manager. I will not be doing this the entire time.
The entire time.
Just kidding. Like I said, I have an audition to study for and stuff.
But it's St. Patty's Day.
I was prepared to work at the new bar that I'm at from 12 to 7 p.m. So...
What is the world right now?
I always wanted a reason just to stay home and do nothing, but I did not want it under these circumstances. I'm missing a dog. Found her. This is the first shot of the bottle. First shot of St. Patty's Day 2020 in quarantine. I feel drunk because of how crazy this is, and I've had not one sip of alcohol today. This is wild. This is our lives right now, guys. Holy cow. I want to look up Los Angeles news. Tell me what's going on with you guys too, like my friends in Colorado. I want to know. The other night, this is so crazy. The other night I had an encounter, my first one since moving to downtown. This homeless man followed me up to my door. Like, not like right behind me, because he started coming up the stairs behind me, and I turned around and I like looked at him like, I fucking see you. Stop following me. And he stopped and he went back down the stairs, and so I like kind of went quickly up the stairs, make sure he didn't like see where I was going, shut the door. But lo and behold, after I got upstairs, I went to the bathroom. I put my dogs in their harnesses because I had to take him out on a walk because I was just getting home from work. I opened the door, and there he is, standing, staring at my neighbor's door, back face to me. I guarantee he thought I lived there because she has like a girly little like heart thing outside. He's just staring at the door.
Oh, hell no.
For those of you that don't know, I went to school in Albuquerque, New Mexico for 5 years. Now, I'm not saying I got in like a lot of fights or I was like aggressive or whatever. That place toughened me up regardless. And my cholak comes out every once in a while when it needs to. And so I rushed past this guy. Chewy is dreamy. If you've never seen a dog dream, you need to watch dogs dream. It's so cute. I would show you, but the lighting's all perfect and I'm not trying to deal with that right now. Anyways, I walked by him and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And he like turned and like looked at me kind of all like fucked up, like what? And I was like, there's no reason for you to be here. You need to leave. And he was like, it's like he didn't understand or something. It's like he didn't get what I was saying. I don't even know like why, but I turned and I started leaving and I said, I don't want to see you here when I come back. And so I took my dogs out, and when I came back, there he was standing again, except he was facing the fire escape that's right next to my door. And I didn't walk over to him because I'm like creepy. So I called over to him. I was like, excuse me, sir. Finally, he like looked at me and he was like, I'm just trying to get some like cold air, fresh air. I'm not sure what he said. He said something about wanting to get air. And I was like, you were literally outside. Because I let him into the building. That's how he followed me in, because I thought he lived there. And I was like, you were outside. You have plenty of air out there. If you want air, go to the front of the building. There's no reason for you to be over here where I am. And so he's like, anytime you let... He said his name, but I can't remember. He's like, anytime you let something with an S, like...
See me? I don't know. Anyways.
He's like, anytime you let me in, you don't have to worry about me. And I'm just thinking, like, you were staring at the door. Like, if you had been staring at my door and I opened that, what would he have done? That's what scares me. Would he have rushed me into my house? Like, why would you be standing there staring outside someone's door? I just don't want something like that to happen again. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? Sorry, just got a phone call that disrupted that. People want to come party and shiz. There are now 69 cases of coronavirus in Los Angeles. I mean, there's just millions of people in LA. You know what I mean? It's like, it says 16 more coronavirus cases in LA, total number at 69. I mean, when you say 16 more cases, it sounds like a lot. But then also when you think about how many people are in LA, is it that much? You know what I mean? We've been on a lockdown for 2 days. Due to coronavirus, LAPD wants you to report these crimes online. Yesterday it said LA had 53 cases. Today it says 69. So we got 16 cases in one day. Like, think of how many people were out there touching each other this last week. I don't know. There's just weirdness happening, but I'm getting calls. People are trying to get a hold of me. So I guess I should go. But day 2, oh, I finished this. I finished this last night. I'm really not like an artist by any means. Like, I'm actually really not. But it's fun to, like, you know, do stuff. Art's fun. And then I did this, and I think that's gonna be a moon, maybe? Like the phases of the moon. I'm gonna like try and see if I can get it to go from light to darker. This is gonna be yellow. You can kind of see. But yeah. I don't know what else to do. This has been sitting in front of me for a very long time opened. How bad do you think this is gonna be? You're not gonna answer me? Oh, also, literally though, if I don't post every day, please be worried about me. Someone has broken into my studio and taken me, because I will be posting every day. God. Okay, I can do this. Really not that bad. Really not that bad. So yeah. Day 2. 69 cases in LA County. No parking tickets. St. Patty's Day. Still have no work. But if you're in Grubhub or Uber, I would think you're doing great right now. Maybe not Uber, maybe just mostly Grubhub and like Uber Eats, things like that. Again, stay positive, stay healthy, leave comments, things you want to talk about. I'm going to leave you with this stuff on Hollow Earth. This is probably where all my friends who think I'm crazy sign off. So if you don't know what Hollow Earth is, this is what it is. A concept proposing that the planet Earth is entirely hollow or contains a substantial interior space, notably suggested by Edmund Halley in the late 1700s. Bubba, why are you sneezing? You have coronavirus? Bubba? Bubba's? He's so cute. Anyway, it was still occasionally defended through the mid-19th century, but by this time it was part of a popular pseudoscience and no longer significantly viable hypothesis. The concept of a hollow earth still recurs in folklore and as the premise for subterranean fiction. So basically Wikipedia is saying it's a farce. I don't know why I was on Wikipedia anyways. It's basically this idea, the earth is hollow, and if you go far enough north or south towards the north and south poles, you will enter what is like a magical world, I suppose. Maybe not magical, but a different world full of mountains and trees and giants, probably mermaids, shit, I don't know. My take on it is it's interesting to me that there are parts of Antarctica, parts far enough up north that you can't get to.
Literally.
Like, it is off limits to the public. Food for thought, Hollow Earth, look it up. For now, I'm signing off. Get my quarantined drink on, because it's St. Patty's Day still. We gotta do this. We gotta, I don't know, do this. We gotta drink. We don't have to drink. I don't promote that during quarantining, even though I had a big bottle of tequila.
Maybe I shouldn't have gotten it at all. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten any tequila at all.
I'm gonna go take my dogs on a walk now before it gets dark. Second walk of the day. Confining it to 2. I feel bad since I'm home all day. I should take them on more, but I literally wipe down their paws and their bellies and their fur every single time we go on walks. So, they're fine. We'll see if LA becomes the next fully locked down city like San Fran. I mean, I guess not fully locked down, but people are still moving about. People are still doing things. There's no, like, only essential needs stuff going on right now. And even if so, I don't even know, like, how do they govern that? Like, are there going to be policing the streets?
See, that sounds a little like martial law also, but...
I guess maybe in a state of emergency, like it said. They may see it deemed fit. I'm heading out. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
Happy St.